Buhari's aid to Tinubu, what will it benefit you to keep Wike and lose Nigeria's economy? He's going to lose Nigeria's economy because what he has done in Rivers State is obviously going to lead to something unwarranted about Nigerian economy. That is the truth. Nigeria is a mono-economic country depending only on the oil output from the Niger Delta region that he is currently oppressing through Wike. So, obviously, only God knows where this is going to. And Tinubu has forgotten the analysis that Shehu gave sometime last year, how, the Nigerian Civil War started from Rivers State and probably from Kano State. And these are the two states that Tinubu wants to take by force, by fire. I don't know how this will work. But let's get into the details to see exactly what Buhari's aide is asking for. Former political advisor to ex-President Muhammadu Buhari, Baba Femi Ojudu, yes, has strongly condemned President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State. Nigeria News reports that Ojudu, a former lawmaker, called it a reckless and unnecessary decision that could have severe economic and security consequences for both the state and Nigeria at large. So in a statement issued shortly after the announcement of the emergency rule, Ojudu expressed shock and dismay over the president's move, questioning the rationale behind such a drastic step. He raised concerns that the decision could destabilize Nigeria's economy and worsen existing security challenges. Ojudu said, "I have just picked up my phone after breaking my fast to find multiple missed calls and countless messages about an alarming development. President Bola Tinubu has reportedly declared the state of emergency in Rivers State." He then questioned, "If this is true, then I must ask, who advised the president to take this course of action? Whoever it is, they are certainly not a friend of his administration, nor do they have the best interest of Nigeria at heart." So Judu criticized the situation in Rivers as a political dispute that requires dialogue, not military intervention. Okay, he stated, "This is a simple political dispute that requires simple solution. Call the two gladiators, sit them down and read them the riot act. One of them, after all, is your own appointee. What will it benefit you, Mr. President, to keep Wike and lose the Nigerian economy?" Ojudu warned that the decision could worsen the already fragile situation in the Niger Delta, potentially triggering another economic crisis. The former senator pointed out how previous political mismanagement in the region had severely impacted Nigeria's economy, recalling how the country's oil production dropped from 2.5 million barrels per day to less than 400,000 barrels per day during past conflicts. Of course. So does the president realize that the Niger Delta crisis twice pushed Nigeria into recession under President Muhammadu Buhari? He cautioned that the current move could lead to renewed sabotage of oil infrastructure, illegal oil bunkering, and increased militant activities, which would have devastating consequences for the national economy. So if the situation escalates, we risk another shutdown of vital oil production facilities. We risk renewed pipeline sabotage, illegal oil bunkering, and militant activities. We risk another economic nosedive at a time when Nigeria can least afford it, Ojudu asked. So Ojudu also raised concern about the impact of this decision on Nigeria's military resources, which are already stretched thin due to ongoing battles against insurgents, bandits, and kidnappers in other regions of the country. He warned that diverting military focus to rivers could harm Nigeria's ability to address these real security emergencies. While we waste energy escalating political battles in Rivers State, thousands of Nigerian soldiers are still fighting for their lives and for the nation's survival against insurgents, bandits, and kidnappers in the northeast, northwest, and north central, he said. So he concluded by urging President Tinubu to reconsider the decision, warning that it could spell disaster for both the administration and the nation. This portends disaster for your administration, for the economy, and for the nation. A state of emergency is not a strategy, it is an admission of failure, Ojudu stated. I urge you, Mr. President, to rethink this decision before irreparable damage is done. The state of emergency comes amid escalating political tensions between Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his predecessor, Nyesom Wike, and has raised concerns over political instability in the oil-rich Rivers State. The question everybody is asking, when we have all these killing of military in Sambisa Forest, in Meduguri, Borno State, in Benue State, in Plateau State, and in Zamfara State, okay, even in Niger State, that they took over a whole military base, what did the president do? Did he declare state of emergency? When the Speaker of the House of Assembly in Lagos State was ousted and the state was in turmoil, did he declare state of emergency in Lagos State? Those are the questions. Did he understand all the things he put on Fubara that is the reason for declaring state of emergency? Did he see the side of Wike not obeying both his intervention as a president, not obeying the court orders, and not, continuing to deceive the 27 lawmakers in Rivers State to make the state ungovernable for Fubara? He did not mention all of that. He only just put everything on Fubara as a governor. Quite unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. Well, Baba Ojudu has said it. Even though Tompolo is vowing pipeline protection because of what is benefiting, let's see if Tompolo alone will be able to control the whole of Niger Delta and all of that. I know that by now, all the security alerts in Niger Delta oil producing area would have gone red, and all the oil industries, foreign, the multinational companies producing in those areas would have, been at alert now on red, because the way it is, only God knows what will happen next. I'm telling you. Even under the military regime, it is difficult to control Niger Delta activities, not to talk of democratic regime. The military administrator appointed to run River State is in River State Government House. It's not in the creek. It's not at the creek. It's not in the water. So he is only going to be administrator right there in the government house. And I tell you, when this thing starts, only God knows where it will lead us to. The only thing driving all of this is Tinubu is interested in taking over River State for 2027, because right now as it is, there's no state, no oil producing state that is governed by APC. So they want to test the waters using Wike in River State. That is just what they're doing. And they want to make sure that River State is secured for Tinubu for 2027. And that is why all the local government elections that Fubara did, they used Supreme Court to cancel it, because they want to own all the local government councils and secretariat, because that is where election takes place. Those are the people that actually run the elections at the grassroots. So Wike wants to be in charge of all the local government secretariats so that he can rig the election effectively for Tinubu in 2027. Quite unfortunate. So the question is, how long is the military administrator going to be in that state? Okay. And unfortunately, the APC government, they are bad history students. They even Tinubu himself, when Goodluck wanted to declare state of emergency in Rivers State, Tinubu condemned it that time. Everything that Tinubu condemned when he was the so-called Nadeko stakeholder are the things he's doing now. All the things that Wike condemned when he was a governor, especially against godfatherism, are the things he's doing now. So what are we talking about here? Political interest is causing harm in the state of the nation, but you don't see anything wrong about it. Quite unfortunate. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment as Babajide Ojudu has spoken.